I'm Vardha Sharma, editor Newsband, daily English newspaper of Navi Mumbai. Today we have with us the founders of Mumbai India International Film Festival. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce and welcome Mr. Sudhir Atavar, who is nationally acclaimed actor and director. He has already directed a number of movies in Tamil, Kannada, Marathi, and also Hindi. He is the recipient of a Sahitya Academy Award for his play Gul E Pakavali, which was released in the book format. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
We also have with us Ms. Sharan Prabhakar Padamsi, who is, he was well known, and she has represented India in over 8 music festivals worldwide. She has also her own record and event company, SPIPS, which had won an international award for technical brilliance a few years ago. Welcome, ma'am. Mr. Trivikram Beltangadi is a well-known industrialist, philanthropist, and the chairperson of PS International Group of Companies. 2 of his films are currently under production. Welcome, sir.
Hello, madam. Thank you.
We have with us Mr. Sandeep Soparkar, who is a well-known Indian Latin and ballroom dancer. He is a Bollywood choreographer, actor, and dance reality show judge, and many others. He has been honored with 3 National Excellence Award and 1 National Achievement Award. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ms. Chaitali Chatterjee is an event curation, marketing, training, and management. She is the founder of WEE, which is Women Entrepreneur Enclave, and she has been awarded as being among India's top 100 women entrepreneurs by Fox News. Welcome, Ms. Chaitali.
Hello.
Then we have with us, of course, Ms. Nandita Ompuri, who actually needs no introduction. We already know her so well. She has been a journalist with some of the leading publications in India, a prolific writer who has been written, for a number of films and television. Her short collection of short stories, 9 on 9 and a biography, Unlikely Hero Om Puri, we all know so well. Currently, her current international bestseller, Jennifer, on child trafficking and inter-country adoption is soon to be adapted into a film. She chairs the Om Puri Foundation. Welcome, all of you. Sir, Sudhir, sir, yes. My first question goes to you. There are so many film festivals. Why did you think of starting another one? And what makes it different from the others?
That made the difference because there is already a lot of film festival in the country as well as in the globe. So we wanted to make it something very unique, and which is a dream, what Sharon had, to make something, new kind of a festival. With that, totally, we have some 7 segments. Each segment is completely different from one another. We have world cinema, we have Marathi cinema, we have films belongs to dance and the music category, we have LGBT cinema, we have films made by women filmmakers, also the films and the Film Institute students. Because the Film Institute students, they will join by paying lakhs of money to the institute, but they don't get any platform to showcase their film. Which I thought when I was working with Mr. M.S. Satyu, Sharon also working with Satyu Saab actually, we were just discussing with him, sir, there are a lot of enthusiasts and creative filmmakers from the institutes. I thought, we have to give some platform for them, and we made. And Sandeep Soparkar is a Hollywood and Bollywood choreographer as well as dancer. He had something, we have to give some special room for these, films based on dance and music. That is his concept. And Sharon, Chaitali, then Nandita, they were all women. They are very much interested to put these, films based on the women filmmakers. Of course, nowadays LGBT, we have to bring them into the main stream. Sort of bringing their film on. So they may be a filmmaker from the LGBT community, or the actor, or the concept. There is we have to see that they're also a human being. They're also like a filmmaker, like any others. So all these things we are putting into this, and there is a lot of innovation. And every day we are discussing, we are trying to improvise this. And as your question rightly asked, we have to make this as a completely special, unique kind of filmmakers, and the entire world has to see what kind of film festival it is. The Sharon, the Nandita, the Sandeep ji, and my friend Trivikram and Chaitali ji joined and thought about that. Mr. Vidyadhar Shetty, who is a technical head in this festival, he is planning a lot of work. He is working on this and looking at different festivals. Is collecting all the data from them and trying to make this as a very unique festival. And rest, I think Sharon is the right person. She's a senior, and she's the I think we have seen her all the performance and in the film as well as in the theater, and we grown up. Now I think Sharon is the right person to brief all this.
I would like to ask the same question from you, Mr. Prabhakar. Just you would like to know when this idea came into mind. I mean, and it must have been difficult, to gather all the six of together with the same thought process. How did it all happen? I'm asking you, Ms. Sharon.
Oh, Sharon. Okay. Well, I actually met Sudhir ji at an event which wasn't going well, and he always laughs about this because he was a total stranger from the audience. He comes up to me backstage, and I swear on God, this is true. He says, "Are you Sharon Prabhakar?" I had come with my daughter, and I had no makeup and little hair. He says, "God, I can't believe what you look like." He says, "I've been fantasizing about you. Why you are looking like this?" I said, "So I'm exhausted." So he said, "Anyway, I want to tell you that I'm a great fan and admirer of yours." And I said, "Okay, we'll see." Sure enough, he turned up at my house 12 days later, bursting with ideas. Now, when you need to understand what this festival means to me. I have always been dreaming about greatness, about uniqueness, about being different, bringing change. All these are statements which every motivator talks about. But for me, I needed the right person with me. I've got the ideas. But I never shared that with Sudhir ji. He and I then formed a great relationship where we started creating online events, and we've initiated a video album. And I saw in him a fire that is in me. But I said, I'm going to observe. I'm not going to say anything right now because it's so easy to get swept away. But I was observing him in his thought process. He's got a lot of energy. So have I, but I don't have the technical skill that he has, The difference with him was that he would say something and to practicalize it. This was very fascinating for me. Last year, a couple of months ago, Trivikram ji and Sudhir ji entered into a festival. Something went wrong. Their film wasn't accepted. They will actually give you the details because Trivikram ji was a very important component of that film. And of course, Sudhir ji rang me up. He's broken-hearted, and I don't know what happened with me. I said, "Wipe your tears. We're going to set up our own festival." And I'm telling you, Vardha, if both these gentlemen's film had not been offloaded by this other festival, at least the three of us would not be here today. And both of them, Trivikram ji and Sudhir ji, are a very strong partnership. Trivikram ji has his list of qualities I would have to write a whole Mahabharata on. And Sudhir ji, of course, I had already worked with, and I just said it. The universe heard us. And how long was that, Sudhir ji? How long ago when we said about that festival? Literally about 2.5 months ago, right?
March. Yes. Last March.
Then we formed this. And, I think it is Paulo Coelho, who said in The Alchemist, once you want something really bad, the whole universe conspires to give it to us. And I'm telling you, at a certain level, spiritually, I have to say, I mean, there has been a lot of effort, and I don't want to undermine what poor Sudhirji has not slept since the festival started. But just the opportunity, the energy, the force, the talent coming to us, that literally came on a plate. I then rang Chaitali, because Chaitali is, no, let me say, so Sudhirji, I knew I was in very safe hands. Trivikramji is a strength, because he has been producing films. This is his line, creating it and developing it into an event, into a business, into a product. So I knew we were very secure with him. I then phoned Chaitali. Chaitali is a deadly woman's entrepreneur, and she's very supportive of women. And Chaitali said, we cannot do this without Nandita. Now, understand, I've known Nandita longer than I know everybody over here. I was so scared because, Nandita Puri is like, she's, oh my God, in the head of, I said, wow, तो चाटा मारेगी कहाँ आएगी मेरे साथ आप चैताली से तू फिक्र ना कर मैं उनको बुलाती हूँ. So that happened, and look at this beautiful lady. She comes in with so much grace, every time she opens her mouth, some knowledge comes out, and she has been cementing and making this whole thing cohesive. As you were not here for the previous, we had a 20-minute, 30-minute Zoom call, and every little hiccup, she had an answer for. So she's a fountain of knowledge. And lastly, of course, my beautiful, my loving Sandeep, who, my daughter, me, everybody in Bombay knows Sandeep. He's one of the most loved artists, and he is going to bring his creativity while we are all going to be running around, like little carpenters doing takam-toki. He's a beautiful soul. He thinks spiritually. He thinks large. And the canvas that we have, everybody's thinking big. So Sandeep is with us also. And I think this team, as cliche as this sounds, I think this festival is going to be different. It's going to be fresh, and it's going to be very organic. And I know that we are pulling out all our stops to make this first festival unique, perhaps. But I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. You have to meet us 2 years from now, and then we're going to look back. We'll be 2 and 3 festivals old, and then we're going to have a coffee and talk.
Yes, and organizing a festival of such magnitude, it's not easy, because you have so much of competition. You already know there's so many film festivals. So, Ms. Nandita, I'm going to ask you, so what challenges did you face? It is, as I said, it is not easy. So there must have been many hurdles. So what were those hurdles, and how did the team overcome those?
So, the hurdle was already overcome by the entire team. I'm the latest entry into this. So let me start off with, I've known Sharon forever. I've admired her as a vocalist, and I know the Padamsee family very well. Alex, Rael, everyone, So my association goes a long time with Sharon. We've always bonded well. And then, of course, Sandeep, I've known him, for a long time. On and off that way. Sudhirji, of course, very, very recently, since March, since his film festival fiasco, via Sharon. And Chaitali, of course, I met her about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when she had barely 40-50 members in a women's entrepreneurs. And I have seen the way she has grown to 8,600. I have always lent whenever she needed the support of the Om Puri Foundation. I have lent, and she has also reciprocated in her way. So for me, it was Omji always encouraged everyone, from the farmers and the weavers and the women entrepreneurs to everyone. So my support was there. Then Chaitali called me and said, we are starting the Mumbai India International Film. So we are having a logo launch. Would you come over? I said, of course I will. And when I heard there was Sharon and, Sandeep and all, I said, of course I will come. And when I came, they all said, you have to be part of our festival. So I said, okay, now I'm already mentoring 2 other festivals, but in one category, in each category of their particular category, not the entire. And I have been, as a journalist, as a spouse, as Mr. Puri's wife, to literally all the major festivals in the world, from Cannes to Locarno to Toronto to New York to London to Venice to even the Oscars and the Independent Jury Awards and everything. And I've seen shootings on location, with all his films, including his last film, The 100-Foot Journey with Helen Mirren and everyone. So I've seen them work. I've seen how the festivals work as a journalist, as a, participant. And what I liked about the Mumbai International Festival is when Sandeep mentioned that when he had come from Pune and he came to Bombay and he went to Mumbai Devi, and we are in Bombay. Now, Omji always said Punjab was his Janam Bhumi, but Bombay was his Karam Bhumi. I always say Calcutta was my Janam Bhumi, but Bombay is where I have spent the major part of my life. So it's my Karam Bhumi. And what I liked about the festival is they are going to cover every aspect of the city. Whether it's Navi Mumbai, whether it's Sobo, South Bombay, whether it's the hub of Bollywood, your Andheri, Juhu, they are going to cover everything, and that is very important because most festivals, and Bombay has a lot of scope, okay, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of crowd, everything. So here is a festival which is going to cater to every part of the city. It's not just going to be stuck to one part and one kind of people. It has to go to Dadar, Mahim, it has to go to Navi Mumbai. That is Bombay, that is Mumbai, that is Mumbai Devi. So that is what I really, really like. The whole ethos, the idea behind it, and anything, as Sudhirji said, anything different. Why another festival? We have to be different. I hope to God we are different. And we are working and striving towards being different so that we bring a festival, we bring the whole city of Mumbai, Greater Bombay, Mumbai, Greater Mumbai, everything together. So that is the whole intent of Mumbai International Indian.
And I can see the enthusiasm, and it's so nice to see so much of energy that everybody's.
And I felt if you put, if Om Puri Foundation comes in, and Omji always, he's got so many awards in Maharashtra, and he spoke fluent Marathi, and he always said, Mumbai is my Karam Bhumi. So I felt a face to the festival would be, and keeping the ideals in mind.
Vikramji, I would like to ask the same question to you also. As you said, of course, as Ms. Nandita said, she has just joined in, so she may not know how difficult or how the journey has been since its inception.
Good afternoon all. See, I love to work with all great icons actually. See, I'm just producer of these films, working with Sharon ji and Chaitali ji, Nandita ji, and Swaparkar ji, my great old friend Sudhir Atawar ji. It is something like miracle actually what I am doing with this team actually. I cannot.
Yes, sir.
I cannot say. Yes. I cannot say anything much more than this one actually, madam.
Mr. Sandeep ji, so I would like to ask if you can give us a little more detail about what is this film festival all about? What are the different categories it is going to have?
So there are going to be different, of course, like correctly said, there are different categories, and Sudhir sir already mentioned on most of them to you. And because of these categories, I think we will get some very interesting films from all over the world. That is what is exciting. Sudhir sir is the right one to give you the detailed explanation for all the categories. But which is my most favorite one, I would say, is the dance music category. Because I've been going to so many different festivals, performing there, and I have seen some brilliant films brilliant films from all over the world which are based on music and dance. And of course, our films also produce so much music and dance. So I think it's very important that we should probably have a category like this. And I'm glad that the festival has a category on music and dance. That's my most favorite. And the other one, which I think is very, very important and beautiful also, it's going to be is a woman-centric films on women, producers, directors, whatever. Basically about women, because I think it's very important that today's generation understands and supports that the woman is the creator of all of us. The entire earth, we say, is a woman, right? Dharti Ma bolte hai na? So I think somewhere we need to give Ma the respect, and we need to have and bring out the things that Ma does for us. So I think that's my second favorite category. So these are two of my favorite, but other categories, sir, will speak to you and tell you more about them.
So another category is the LGBT category. As I told you, the Marathi film category, exclusive for the Marathi films and the student institute films and the world film. And the world film that we are categorizing with the different language, Indian films, Asian films, and the rest of the world category. What Nandita ji is framing all these. We have total 7 categories, and there is some subcategories also.
Chaitali, can you please tell us when is this film festival going to be held, where, and how can people, get themselves enrolled and participate in this?
So this festival we have already planned in Mumbai in the month of January second week. And today, as you know, that we have launched our website as well. The participants can nominate themselves or enroll themselves through the website itself.
I see. Sudhir sir, in fact, I think I would like to know from you also, as I asked question from others, hurdles, the challenges that you may have faced or even continue to face, as the time is coming near. So there must be, although there is a lot of excitement, but there might be some nervousness as well, because as I said, there is so much of competition. So what were the hurdles and how is the team overcoming those?
The main challenge is how to make it different.
Yeah.
The festival. Of course, there is a genius people, Nandita, Sharon and Sandeep and, my friends actually. We are always thinking of making it very different. Otherwise, it will be one of the film like any festival, one of the festival like any other festival. So that is the main challenge. And we are putting a lot of, innovative and creative essence to make it as a very, significant and unique festival. Rest, as Nandita ji has told, we are spreading this festival in entire Mumbai. I can say that world Indian cinema is nothing but Mumbai is the window for that. We are utilizing that window in such a manner that world has to see our Indian cinema through this window. That's where we are planning. We are spreading the festival. We are not just concentrating in Andheri area. We are spreading it in Juhu. We are spreading it to Dadar. We are spreading it to Navi Mumbai. As the Greater Bombay spreads, we are also spreading this our screening of the Mumbai International Film Festival. And another challenge, of course, we are seeking supporters, the like-minded people who are interested, who want to join with us, the media, or as in the rest of any event. I'm not telling about the festival only. Any event, they need some sponsors. They need some supporters. They need well-wishers. So these are all the normal challenges what we are also facing, and we are meeting them. Thank God, God is with us, and we are with the name of Goddess Mumba. It is not Mumbai International; it is a Mumbai International, Mumbai India International Film Festival. So Goddess is always with us. So we think that confidently I can say that we are meeting those challenges.
Thank you so much, all of you, and. We wish, on behalf of the entire team of Newsband, we really wish all of you, and we wish.
And the submission starts from today. Mr. Trivikram can explain about that. Yeah.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah. Registration starts from today on 9th June, as of today's actually. See, some of the conditions to apply in our portal are: 1, film link can be submitted through Vimeo or YouTube. Second, also we are on the job for submission through film-free way. November 10th is last date for submission. Producers or filmmakers can submit their film on DCP or hard disk. Film shot on iPhone or any mobile and resolution less than 2K is not valid. Full HD quality is not, without full HD quality is not allowed. At least minimum, minimum resolution is, minimum resolution should be 2K, or it should be shot in minimum 5D camera.
Yeah. See, students, so the students will think that we can shoot the film in iPhone, they'll make films. Those films are not entertained here. It should be,
if anybody want to submit their film, invariably it should be along with the duly filled submission form, which is available in our portal, actually. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So these are the terms and conditions, and I'm sure the viewers must have heard all those. And I really hope lots of participation. Wish you all the best. And I'm really
thank you
so much. Thank you
so much.
Thank you, Varda. Thank you.
Thank you.